And a big cruise ship smacked a pier in San Francisco, doing some damage, as you saw, and it happened while the ship was coming into dock in San Francisco after several days at sea.
On 4's Teresa Stasio has been following the story all day for us. She joins us now live from San Francisco. Teresa.
Hi, Ken and Catherine. I'm going to get out of the way so you can see for yourself the ship that is still very much out there. It was supposed to leave at 4 o'clock, but the captain announced to the passengers just a short time ago that there would be yet another delay. So it is unclear right now what repairs are necessary before the ship will be cleared to leave. And that's all because of that damage that happened this morning. Late Thursday evening, examining the damage to the Princess Ruby cruise ship to figure out how to make necessary repairs before getting clearance from the U.S. Coast Guard to leave port. All of this started around 6 a.m. this morning when the vessel struck Pier 27, leaving a large gouge on the left or port side at the back or stern of the ship. The cruise line spokesperson says 3,300 passengers were on board and a crew of 1,100. The vessel was returning from Alaska and heading to San Francisco to pick up another batch of passengers. A passenger on board when the ship hit the dock says that they felt a slight bump.
You know, I was asleep and I thought I felt a little bump. You know, at the time I thought, oh, we must be docking, but it seemed pretty minor.
KRON 4 News has learned that the ship was under the command of a San Francisco bar pilot. They frequently board large ships and bring them through the Golden Gate and dock along the Embarcadero. A spokesperson with the San Francisco Bar Pilots Association says that they are cooperating with authorities to find out what went wrong. I spoke with several passengers before they boarded the ship about how they were feeling about the accident.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just, you know, unfortunate thing that happens. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't planned or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm definitely would do it.
We just found out about it like an hour or two ago, right before we got here. And then we just been anxious ever since. But
Is that your mom over there?
yeah.
She's cool about it all?
She's cool about it, but she's the most anxious one out of all of us.
I've seen issues where we've come into really turbulent waters up in Alaska even, and it's a little scary. The boat's tossing. Those are the times when you are more scared than I think anything.
It seemed that most of the passengers who had been on a cruise before were not very anxious, but it looked like the first time or second time passengers were certainly a little bit questioning about whether the vessel should take off. But now we know a little bit more information about how it is necessary, according to the Coast Guard, to make sure that the repairs are checked off. And so that is what you see behind me. Again, there's going to be an update. I've been told by a passenger at 9 o'clock, and they have to be signed off in order to leave port. Reporting live here in San Francisco, I'm Teresa Stasio. Back to you.
Yeah, Teresa, a bar pilot would be taken out to the ship outside the Golden Gate typically and put on the ship because they're familiar with the conditions in the bay and what to look out for, bringing a large vessel like that cruise ship in. And looking at the damage, I know that when a big ship comes into the pier with the bar pilot, tugboats actually assist in pushing and guiding the ship pier side so that it runs its lines to the pier and it gets tied up. Looking at the damage, it looks like the stern of the ship on the port side hit the pier. And if you look at the damage, I don't know if I'm putting our producer on the spot here, if we can show that video of the damage to the ship, it looks like there's a puncture in the hull, maybe 8 or 10 feet above the water line. I'm presuming the big concern for the Coast Guard is if that ship goes into the open ocean and water from swells can get into that hole and start to flood, that is going to be a major concern. So it may not look like a huge deal. It looks like a kind of a big bump on the side of the ship, but this could potentially be a dangerous situation if that ship goes to sea.
Well, I think that you completely hit the nail on the head. I mean, it is all about whether it's seaworthy and being able to go past the Golden Gate and to go all the way up to Alaska. And mind you, when they get to Alaska, they're navigating around potentially, you know, enormous obstacles such as icebergs, for example. So it has to be completely checked off by the Coast Guard before it leaves and goes into those kinds of chartered waters. And like you mentioned, it is delicate to come into the bay and to be able to maneuver around. So as you can see in the picture, it is a ginormous vessel, and so it has to be the expertise of having the bar pilots board and to navigate in. And certainly we know that accidents can happen, and it certainly happened this time. Now, I've heard from passengers aboard the vessel. They tell me that in the past couple hours they continue to receive updates from the captain. Initially, they said that at 6 o'clock, they got a message that the captain said that the vessel was seaworthy. But then I've been on the phone with the Coast Guard, who said that a spokesperson with the Coast Guard said that it had not been checked off, meaning that the Coast Guard had not finalized to make sure that the vessel was safe to leave. So certainly all of those things must be addressed before it can leave, with 3,300 passengers and 1,000 crew members. So many lives, certainly very important to make sure that everything, every box is checked. Ken?
Teresa, let me just ask you something quickly. You've been talking to those passengers. Bottom line, this thing is still sitting there at 8:07. Is there any concern or speculation as to whether it is going anywhere? Are passengers worried about that?
Well, I certainly think that, Catherine, that is certainly something, if I was on board, I would be concerned about. I know that there's supposed to be another update at 9 o'clock, and so maybe we'll get some more information at 9 o'clock, whether they will have to leave and then make the repairs, or whether they will just stay in port to make the repairs, and then there would be a checkoff list maybe later. I mean, it is 8:07 and it is going to get dark. So depending on the magnitude and the repairs necessary to fix it so that it can leave, I think those are the big questions that we don't have answered right now.
All right, Teresa, in the meantime, I hope the food and cocktails are good as they're sitting there looking at the Embarcadero. All right, Teresa Stasio, thanks very much.